Hey guys, it's Riley, or else Thrifted over on Instagram and Poshmark, and today I'm here with a Goodwill outlet haul from the new Romeoville, Illinois location. So if you're like me and from the Chicago suburbs, you know the hassle it is to get to a BINS location. We have to drive up to Wisconsin or Rockford or down to Jacksonville, Illinois, or down to Gary, Indiana to get to a BINS. You would think the third largest city in the country would have an outlet location, but they don't until today. And I mean, honestly, if you like Google Maps it from Chicago, it might be like an hour outside Chicago, but from where I live in the suburbs, it's 35 minutes away, 40 minutes depending on traffic, which is about 20 minutes closer for me than the Wisconsin ones. So not a whole lot closer, but closer. All that being said, I went to the grand opening of the outlet, and this is everything I got on that day. I did not go at opening. I did plan to go, but I'm a responsible reseller who had other tasks to complete before I could go shopping. So I did those first and went, I think, for about 2 hours. And if you want to see the footage from that day, that will be the Thrift with Me at the Romeo Goodwill outlet video. That is Romeoville. I keep Romeoville. I'd never heard of this place before it opened. So I don't even know. I mean, they're probably considered a suburb of Chicago, but once you get out there, I don't consider them suburbs. That video is already up on the channel if you're curious about what the inside looks like in just the shopping experience. So I picked up 61 pounds and paid like almost $80. It is $1.29 a pound if you get over 25 pounds. Normally I'm a shoe girly at the BINS. All the BINS I go to, I usually have pretty good luck with shoes, but there were no shoes. I saw a few pair mixed in with textiles, but there were no shoe bins. I don't know if that's gonna change or if that's just the way this location is. It was the very first day, so I could see that changing, but all I have to share with you guys are textiles, so let's just get into it. I will say what I'm not showing you today is a pretty big cardboard box full of children's clothes I pick up to take to Once Upon a Child. I average out my cost of goods of what you will see here and don't include that, so that is just like pure profit, but really the weight of that is just built into the items I'm gonna list on Poshmark. So first item, the stuff for myself is actually on top. I didn't pick up that much though, but I grabbed this vintage linen embroidered. I have a box of these. I don't think they sell well, but I couldn't leave a whole like half a bin full of them up in Wisconsin, I don't know, 6 months ago. So I have a bin full of them. I think I just need to list and do something else. So what's one more to add into that bin? I grabbed them, I grabbed a bunch that weren't stained. This one wasn't stained. So it's in my pile, but really I just have to add that to a bin. Then this I couldn't leave behind. I don't really need another blanket. This might have resale value, but I'm just not good at listing hard goods. It is, I would think homemade because there's no tags, but maybe not. Crochet blanket with bunnies / cats. Like they look like bunnies, but then they put the whiskers on them, which makes it look like a cat to me, but they're probably bunnies all over. So, I mean, I could always use another blanket. And I couldn't leave it. It's in great condition. Maybe I'll look up to see if there's any resale value for it, because I guess I'd rather sell it to someone who wants it more than me. I really just grabbed it because it was cute and I didn't want it in the landfill. So maybe I'll see if there's resale value. Honestly, this probably weighed like 3 or 4 pounds, which, you know, is like $5 or $6. But again, I didn't calculate a cost of goods for that, especially if it's just for me. 2 more things for me, and then we'll get into the stuff to sell. I grabbed this hand towel. How adorable is that? Farm themed, and I don't know where it's from because the tag is rubbed off, but it doesn't really matter unless it was from like Crate & Barrel or Anthropologie or something, and then I'd sell it. But since there's no brand, this is for me. And then actually I probably should have thrown these back. They're just pajama shorts, which is the last thing in the world I need, but there's no brand in these. They look like they could be like Topshop. It doesn't matter, they're for me. That's the tag. So They actually seem smaller than medium too, but I don't need them. I just couldn't leave them because I'm like, in the bins I can use them and this way they don't get thrown out. This was a pretty big location, mostly filled with textiles. Again, check out the thrift with me if you're like looking for specifics on the location. To me, stuff wise, very comparable to stuff I would find up in Racine, Wisconsin. So, and I mean, I probably could have gotten a lot more if I stayed longer, but I only shopped for about 2 hours. So this is not a first find, but the first find I'm sharing with you to resell. It's actually 2 separate things, but they were together. It is these North Face snow pants, and they're a men's XXL, and I don't know if nobody wanted them because they were snow pants and they didn't want to pay for the weight, or because they have dirt on them, like you can see. But like I scratched it and it's just like mud. Someone used them outside, so it will come off. I'm probably not gonna throw them in the wash. I will just take a wet cloth and wipe all the dirt off, and then they'll look good. And then attached to them was this belt. And first I looked at it and I realized it was branded separately, so I knew it wasn't a North Face belt. It wasn't sold with it. And it's this Bison Designs brand. And I was gonna, it's not that heavy, but since I'm paying by weight, if it wasn't worth anything, I was gonna remove it from the snow pants and just throw it back. But it's sold at REI, and I don't think they retail for much more than 20 bucks, but I was like, I should have checked sold comps, but I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot since they're attached. And so maybe I can get like $10 for this belt. Oh, I didn't say. For every single item I picked up after averaging out my cost of goods, I paid $1.60 per item, which is a little bit higher than my normal cost when I'm at the bins per item, but the one up in Wisconsin, they raised their prices. It used to be 99 cents a pound, and now it's the same as this location, which is $1.29. I just haven't been there that often to know. I'm sure my cost of goods, it used to be under $1, but I'm sure it's over $1 now. So a little bit higher than I normally pay, but also I actually did pick up a lot of kids' clothes, which will raise my cost per item, but I'll make profit separately from that. Okay, anyway, got this Bison Designs belt. I can't tell you if these are a bowl or not. I just decided to give it a try at the bins. But I didn't check comps on these snow pants, but we're in the right season and hopefully they'll do well. Men's North Face I've had better luck with in the past. And they're an XXL. Okay, another winter item. I picked this up knowing it was flawed. It is a Steve Madden coat. And often advice I hear from other resellers is to stay away from shoe brands when they make clothing. Stay away from their clothing unless it's outerwear. And that is advice I follow. Like Sam Edelman, Steve Madden, I do not pick up their clothes. But I mean, I've been having luck. We're in November. I've been having luck selling coats the past month. And so this one, it's not like showing up on camera that well, which is good because it means it's not super noticeable, but just the side has some light discoloration. It's not fading. It's almost a little bit darker. It's just like from wear. So I think that's probably why people pass on it. It also could be a weight thing, but average out cost of goods, I paid $1.60 for it. And I think I can probably get, I would say like 30 to 40 without the flaw. So I'm thinking 30 with the flaw if I get it posted soon. It's a size small. I'm pretty excited about this. I feel like it's a pretty good color. Oh, I forgot. I did not show you guys the stuff that I picked up to take to buy, sell, trade. So something I do, I often mention this on my channel. I pick stuff up from the bins to take to buy, sell, trade stores. And sometimes I put a cost of good on those items and other times I don't. This is one of the days where I just put all my cost into the stuff that was going on Poshmark. So these items technically have 0 cost of good to go to buy, sell, trade stores. This is just a loft, you know what the tag looks like, dress. I will take this to a mature, like women's consignment, like what's it called, clothes mentor. I have a pretty good bag going of Loft and Talbot stuff that I don't want to sell. And this is actually an extra small petite, so I really hope they take this because I don't want to have to sell it. So that was the only thing I found for mature women's buy, sell, trade. And then I do much better at Crossroads and Buffalo Exchange, where I take stuff from the bins or other places that I get for cheap and sell it to them for 50% trade-in credit. So if they price something at $18, I get $9 of in-store credit to shop there, and then I buy much better inventory. Often items I can sell for $100 or more, maybe like $60 plus. Just like with Plato's Closet, usually it's stuff style-wise that is cute, but I can't sell myself brand-wise. So the first item I grabbed for them is a vintage dead stock new with tag like Y2K bag. And I actually grabbed this thinking like, okay, maybe I can sell it myself, but I don't sell on Depop where I think this would probably do better. So I will take it to them, and then if they don't want it, I will sell it online. And I've talked to them and they say they don't actually have that much space for handbags, so they don't buy a lot. But this is in like such good condition, and it's new with tags, vintage, and this feels more Buffalo Exchange than Crossroads, so hopefully they'll grab it there. So as I said, this stuff has a zero cost of goods for me because I put it in everything I'm listing on Poshmark, so this will just be pure profit and store credit for me to shop. So this is a vintage sweater, which my buy-sell trade stores love to pick up for winter, from Magnifico Horems, made in Italy. This could have resale value. It's 100% wool. I don't know, but I'm not honestly super interested in listing it. So I figured they would pick up this grandpa style sweater, and I think they'll price this at between $20 and $28. So I could get anywhere from like $10 to like $14 trade-in credit, which I'd rather take that and then buy a cute new tags Reformation dress to resell than sell this. Okay, I don't know if they'll take this. This is a new with tags Windsor tank. They kind of they don't really buy these brands anymore, but it retailed for $20, but I did cut the $20 off because my stores price shirts usually $18 and above. Like a tank, they might price this at like $16, but so not having the retail on there makes them not price it lower, and so you know, you get more money. Anyway, I figured if I can get this in before Christmas, it could be like a good holiday party shirt. Hopefully I'll get there before Christmas. Then I grabbed this is a vintage lingerie top. It is red velvet, and it's not like crazy vintage. This is the tag. I didn't do comps on the brand, but I decided to take it to them because it doesn't have a bra size yet. There is like a bra underwire with like a band in here. So I just was like, okay, if they'll take it and price it at $15, $16 and give me $8 cash, I'll take that, or not cash, trading credit. Okay, then I grabbed this Nike shirt, which honestly I don't know if they'll take, but I don't want to list it myself. So it's just a graphic tee with like a star print. So hopefully they take that from me. Honestly, it has a little bit of pilling now that I'm looking at it. I don't want to list a basic Nike tee, but if they don't take it, I'll probably throw it up on Poshmark and hope to sell it for like $9 or $10, which is not the goal. Okay guys, we're almost done with the buy sell trade store pile. I say that, but I'll try to go faster. How have I already been talking for 15 minutes? Okay, so I saw this and I was like, please be CBD, wait, House of CDB, House of CB London. I always want to say CBD. So I saw this and I was like, please be House of CB London. Like, doesn't it look like it could be one? Please. But I knew it wasn't going to be, and it wasn't. It's a no name, probably Shein Zaffle type dress, just with a size tag extra small, and this was at Goodwill for $7, and then it would have gone half off and no one ever picked it up. And I don't pick up much unbranded stuff for my like more higher end buy sell trade stores anymore, but I just figured since it's so similar to House of CB London, they might buy it. So I really hope they buy it because I won't be able to sell this without a brand. Well, I could try, but I'm not going to. Okay, I picked up this windbreaker to take to them because they like vintage outerwear, but they didn't buy, the last time I went in, I brought them 2 other vintage windbreakers and they didn't buy them. So why did I buy a third to take them? I have no idea, but I did. So hopefully they'll want them eventually. This is a brand called Romeoville with an I. Probably like a no-name online boutique brand, and I just thought this was so cute, so this will go to buy sell trade. I really hope they want it. But I don't know, they're hard with boho styles. I never know. Honestly, more like trendy streetwear is usually safer to take them. And then I grabbed this Moda International vintage crocheted skirt, and I've heard this is actually owned by Victoria's Secret. I don't know if that's true. I figured they'd take this based off of style and vintageness. I mean, it's really like Y2K. And if they don't, I think I will try to sell this myself, just because I think I can sell a vintage Y2K crocheted skirt. And the last item for buy, sell, trade, this, oh, there's actually two. Okay, well, this will have to go to them in summer because the ones I go to only buy in season. But these are a pair of Urban Outfitters shorts. They do like Urban Outfitters. I often take them, my Urban Outfitters, because I have a really hard time selling it myself. It will sit for like a year and a half and then sell for $15. So if they don't take these, I will sell them and hopefully sell them in under a year for 15, but I hope they do take them for summer. And the last item for Crossroads or Buffalo Exchange is this lingerie piece. I don't know if it's supposed to be a top or a nightie because it's kind of short. It is unbranded, and honestly, I don't think it's really even vintage. It does have an RN number, so I mean, I could look that up, but it's unbranded. I just figured they'd grab this based on style, especially at Buffalo Exchange. It's just the one by me. This is like their vibe. So that was everything for the buy, sell, trade stores. So let's get back into the stuff I grabbed to sell on Poshmark. Now, while I was going through and inventorying and like sorting stuff last night, I separated super summer stuff to set aside, so that is on top. So we will see the pretty summer items that I will be setting aside to maybe pull out in March, or probably more like April, May, unless I run out of inventory to list. But I didn't used to do this, but I feel like I want to prioritize sweaters and snow pants over swimsuits and tank tops. I was really happy to find this Torrid size 4, which is a 4X piece. I've been having pretty good luck with Torrid recently, and this is a, I think, midi dress, and it is smocked on the top. I was surprised to find this actually, and when I pulled it out of the bins, it did have some dirt, and I thought I was gonna have to wash it, but I think honestly it just might be like warehouse dust. You can see some of it there, but if I rub it, I'm pretty sure it will come off. Yeah, so that's, I think maybe that's why people, oh wait, there's more here, let's see. Yeah, I think it's just warehouse dust. I think people are passing on it, potentially, because it was like on the top of a bin. So I'm guessing people pulled it out and saw like it was dirty. But even if it was, like, I could tell it was surface and I was just gonna wash it. But now that it's dust, it's just rubbing right off. I think for this dress, I could probably get $30, maybe even a little more because it's a 4. Okay, normally this is something I would take to kids consignment. It is a Land's End swimsuit, but the problem is it's a size 16 plus, and I'm pretty sure don't buy kids size 16 or 16 plus. So I have to list this myself, and when I grabbed it, like, the thought didn't completely go through my mind, like, oh, they're not gonna buy this from me. So hopefully I can get like $10 for that, which isn't a big profit. Okay, then another bread and butter, not big profit item is Talbot's size large linen tank. Nothing too exciting, but I was happy to find it, and I think it is from 2019, so somewhat recent. And another linen piece I put in my summer bin, but I guess it could go up now. I just stuck it in summer because it's linen blend from Zara Basic t-shirt, and I don't know if this is men's or women's. It's a relaxed fit, so I'll have to try and find stock photos for this. This is something I would prefer to take to buy, sell, trade, but I don't think they'll buy it because I've heard them say multiple times they don't really buy basics. They like to buy more stuff like printed like that, or crocheted, or sexy lingerie mesh stuff, not linen button downs. So hopefully I can sell this for like 15 because of the fabric content. Then I got some soft surroundings. It's a size XL, although it does seem like slightly small. So I'll have to, like, it seems like it could fit me. So I'll have to, you know, look at measurements and compare. Again, not a big high dollar piece, hopefully like $15 come summertime. And then this was in a picked over bin, so I was surprised to grab it. Like, and there's so many different types of resellers. So the t-shirt bros went through this, but this is not what they're looking for. But I did see some other women who looked like they could be like Poshmark, eBay resellers, And I found this, and it is a New with Tags Eyelet J. Crew shirt. So New with Tags, I don't remember from when, but it says medium. Since it's New with Tags, I hope I can get about $20. 2021. Okay, I grabbed these pretty plain Nike running shorts. When I find these, I like to hopefully find multiples in the same size so I can lap them up. I feel like it helps them sell better. Unfortunately, I only found this one pair. They are my size, so maybe I won't list them, but I probably will, and hopefully get like 12 bucks, but that even seems high. In the same vein is this Nike sports bra. This seems like an older style too. Again, hopefully I can get like $12 for this. This is kind of stuff I usually throw back, but I grabbed this in the beginning when I had no idea how my day was gonna go. Okay, I knew when I grabbed this I should have put it back. It is Old Anthropologie Vanessa Virginia, and this is just an older style, and this label from them doesn't do that well for me, and this is definitely like, you know, 2014 tank top, but it was 100% silk and it has the Anthropologie name behind it, so hopefully I can get 15. Guys, this is really not high dollar stuff. This is a lot of bread and butter with a few good items. I was really happy to find this, and again, it was in another, like literally there was a reseller who was probably not a vintage t-shirt bro digging through this, and this was like one of the things she passed on. It is a J. Crew swimsuit. I mean, we all like to sell different things, but how adorable. Here's the cursive tag. I believe this was a newer tag, but then they stopped using it, I'm pretty sure. So I don't think they use cursive anymore, because this is from holiday 2019. Size 0, but I think I can still get 25 to 30 for this come the right season. Okay, I've been picking up a lot more Knox Rose, and I know people like Kaylee Lane say they only pick up the bigger sizes. I've been having some luck with Target and Old Navy brands in non-plus sized pieces. So I grabbed this at the BINS. It is, what was it, size medium Knox Rose. It is like a darker floral, so hopefully, I should maybe stick this in my winter pile since it's like a long sleeve dark boho style, I don't know. Okay, a piece I would prefer to take to buy sell trade, but I don't think my buy sell trade really likes to buy American Eagle anymore. I'm sure Plato's would buy it, but I hate going to Plato's these days, so I don't. So I'll list it myself. It's an American Eagle. Is it a romper? No, it's a dress. I thought it was a romper. Button front dress. Again, probably another $15 sale. Size small. I'm really not expecting a lot for this. American Eagle does not sell that well for me, but at the BINS, guys, at the BINS, it's so hard to leave behind. This is it for my summer pile. These Columbia women's shorts. Now, we all know Columbia can be a hard sell, but they're a little more vintage. I figured that I've just had luck with this style of shorts from REI and Patagonia, obviously Patagonia, but REI. So I figured I could get 15 for these come springtime. I love bras at the BINS because they're pretty lightweight. This is Bali, which is sold at Macy's and JCPenney and Kohl's, I think. It is a size 2XL, but they do retail for $40 and $50, so it's not a cheap bra, but they do go on sale a lot, to mark down to $15 or $20, so hopefully I can get for this type of bra, I aim $18, which is still a really good profit, especially for a lightweight thing and an easy thing to list. Okay, this is a good kids brand. It is Janie and Jack. This is a baby piece that's not super substantial, so honestly, it would be better if I had something to lap this up with or take it to buy, sell, trade. But I just feel if I price it correctly, instead of crazy, maybe if I price it at $14 and willing to take 10, it will sell fast, and then I'll make more money than if I just took it to buy, sell, trade. And oh my gosh, look, there's a little butt pocket. Can you tell? Right there. The only high-end kids item I found. Wait, that's not true. There's another one that I didn't know. And then the other kids item I originally grabbed to take to buy, sell, trade, but I feel it might have some resale value, is this Zara girls pair of pants. They are a tan tie waist wide leg pants. They're size 7. Zara kids clothes can do well. These are pretty basic, but again, I figured if I price them right and send offers for a few dollars off, maybe I can get like $10 to $12 for these, which is more than the 75 cents buy sell trade would give me. Obviously, there's more work into it though. Okay, this is unbranded, but I know it's Old Navy, which is not an exciting find, but tell me, that is an Old Navy tag, is it not? Cut off. So these are the kinds of Old Navy pieces I think do better. Like, I would not buy a pair of Old Navy leggings, but a floral puff sleeve midi dress with a slit, yes, I think this will do well, being like $15 to $20, which I'm not mad at the BINS. So as I said, I think this is like an extra small, so I will have to measure. And unfortunately, the interior tag is also cut out of this. This person had sensory issues. But I figured it'll be pretty easy to find information with a Google Lens search. And so I do hope to get like $15 for this. I do really like selling formal wear, and this is not a brand I have heard of before. It is NW Nightway. Now, I do not think this is like a bolo gown formal of, oh, and now I'm noticing a flaw, so I have to fix it. I can sew, luckily, but I checked comps and they're selling for like $30 to $45, which for $1.60 will be a great profit. It is also a size 14. Hopefully this, I could maybe get it sold for New Year's. So as you can see, there's like a flaw here. The strap is coming out. I'll just sew it down. It will be super easy fix. So I have to add that to a repair pile. Honestly, I probably still would have picked it up even knowing I had to sew, just knowing I could probably make a $25 profit off of it. It will take me under 10 minutes to fix that. Another American Eagle item that would probably be better at a buy sell trade store, but I decided to sell myself for whatever reason. I could. Well, actually, you know what? I think there's a stain on the pocket, so my buy sell trade store would probably pass anyway. It is an XXL. It is just like a 3-toned striped hoodie, and on the kangaroo pocket there is, yeah, there is a stain. So hopefully I can get like $10. Guys, you're probably thinking, what the heck, this girl puts herself through so much work for like $7 profits. It's true. But I have fun shopping at the BINS, so. And I like my 25 plus pound discount. This was one of my better items from the day. And that being said, it was probably only still a $25 to $30 sale, maybe more like 30. It is Prana. Again, the reseller passed right over that. I mean, I assume she was a reseller. She could not be. Size small. Athletic dress, but it is long sleeve, so I can sell the sleeveless ones for like $25. So since this is long sleeve, I bet I can get $30 to $35 for this one. It does seem like it might be an older style though. Okay, this would be better at mature women's consignment, but I'm gonna list it because I apparently hate myself. This is not my best haul as I'm reviewing it. It is a pair of Calvin Klein snake print pull-on trousers, like work pants. They're in really good condition though. Calvin Klein, size 8. So like, I do really like picking up Calvin Klein current style career wear dresses. I can usually get anywhere from like $20 to $30 for those. I don't often pick up anything else from Calvin Klein though, but I don't know, these are in good condition. And I'm like, I can probably get like $17 for those. Honestly, I mean, it'd still be like a $13 profit. So one of my better finds from the day, I was pretty surprised to find this. This is a dress from the brand Effie's Heart, which can be sold on ModCloth. I don't know if it's like still carried on ModCloth or even if it's a current brand, but they usually do novelty printed dresses. This one is just a floral print and it's got a waist tie. I do think depending on your novelty, like I've had a dachshund print I think before, and that will obviously do better than like a floral print, but for this it's a bigger size, I think like an XL. This is a 2XL. I think I can get $30 to $35 for this. And we got a piece of vintage lingerie. This is something I looked up comps on to see whether I should sell myself or take to buy sell trade. It is Seductive Wear by Cinema Etoile. It does look like some pieces can do well. I don't know if people are necessarily searching out this brand or just like vintage lingerie, but it definitely does have the vintage look. So I'm hoping I can get 25 for this. And as I'm saying that, I'm noticing a hole. I will say I did not go over my cart very well because I was running out of time and had to get out of there. So only finding a few minor flaws I'm very happy with. This piece will not get listed anymore because I just don't think it's not worth my time to repair it. Oh, this hole's on both sides. Okay. Okay, one loss so far is not bad. I was really surprised to find this. I do not find much Lululemon in my bins. And this again, I was in a new bins that I waited for. Like I waited in line to be the first to get to that. In those bins, I do stick around, you know. A lot of people wait, line up, toss stuff around for 5 minutes and leave, or maybe more like 10 minutes. But I'd say like after 20 minutes, I was still going through those bins and did find this Lululemon. I felt it and it felt really nice. And there's no tag on the interior. And so then I was like, okay, maybe it's Lululemon. But I looked and didn't see anything on the hem. Sometimes there's logos. And so I was like, okay, let me just check the pockets to see if there's a size dot. And there was a size medium and it had the numbers around it. So I think this is actually a pretty recent, numbers around it mean a more recent style. So I was like, okay, let me keep looking for anything that I know that this is Lululemon. And then I found the logo on the back of the sleeve. So I don't know if this is a men's piece because I know they didn't used to use like small, medium, large for women's sizing. That was just a men's sizing thing. I think they do actually do that now though. So, a Lululemon pullover in really good condition. I should be able to find the name and stock photo pretty easily. Although Lululemon does sometimes pull listings on Poshmark for stock photos, so you gotta be careful. I think it might be a men's piece. I'm not 100% sure. I'm hoping this will go between like $40 and $55 just without checking comps at all. Maybe it's oversaturated, maybe it's a sought after piece, I don't know. That's just knowing Lulu comps for jackets and stuff. I think probably more around the $40 range. I grabbed this to take to kids consignment, and I probably should still take it to kids consignment because I'm not excited to list it, but it's a really good condition boys Nike hoodie. And so I figured I could list this and price it right and hopefully get $12, $13 pretty fast. So we'll see. Another piece of lingerie, let's hope it's not flawed, is this vintage Union tag, like camisole. And again, in my mind, I was like, if this is not worth reselling, I will take it to buy, sell, trade. It's got a little flower right there, so adorable. And if you don't know what a Union tag looks like, this is a Union tag. Gosh, I think all the dust is getting in me. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they stopped making this in the 80s, so 80s or before. I'm guessing more like 80s though, based off of the brand tag. I searched the specific brand to make sure that stuff from the brand was selling, which it was, but also I'll probably just tag it like vintage Union tag to get more views, and hopefully I can get like 25 for that. Something that I don't normally pick up is vintage Sag Harbor skirts. There's a lot of them out there, but I grabbed this one because it's size XL, but not even just size, mostly because of the print. It is a like floral patchwork midi skirt. So I figured with the right boho cottagecore keywords, I could get this to sell for like $25. I actually think I originally grabbed it thinking buy, sell, trade would take it, but after realizing the size and just thinking about it, I was like, I can sell that myself. Okay, this is a Nick and Zoe piece, or Zoe. I say Nick and Zoe, but I've also heard people say Nick and Zoe. Size 1X, and this was at the very bottom of a bin all folded up. It is a silk blouse, and I think people thought it was a scarf because of the way it was folded, so no one bothered to unfold it. Also, maybe no one made it to the bottom of the bin. Oh my gosh, and of course the sad thing about the bins is I just checked a little corner of that bin and moved on. There was so much to go through and I had so little time that normally what I would do if I was there for 5 hours, I would go through every single item in the bin if I could. But I was being like a lot of resellers and just picking apart some parts of the bins and going and moving on to a different one. But so I looked in one corner of a bin, I found this, and I found that soft surroundings in that part, and Then I moved on, and 15 minutes later I rolled those bins away, and I should have gone through the rest of them. Like, it's so heartbreaking to know I was the last one to go through the bin and still found a silk blouse in a size 1X from a decent brand. So Nick and Zoe, if you did not know, is sold at like Nordstrom. It doesn't sell for a whole lot, but like plus sizes can do better, obviously, and this is a good material. I think I should be able to get 20 to 25 for this, and oh my gosh, so lightweight. This is probably one of the lightest weight things I got. It cost me nothing, and it was like folded in the bottom of bin like this, so I do think people thought this was a scarf. I grabbed these. Okay, so if you will notice, not many items have the Goodwill tag, but actually the Knox Rose item I showed you earlier had the Goodwill like barb on it, but not the tag, and it looked like someone snipped it off, but it seems like it'd be too much work to go through and snip off all the Goodwill tags to put in the bin, so I don't know what's going on. But there was not a lot. Oh, I'm seeing that there's a little flaw, but that's fine. There was not a lot of Goodwill store pulls like this. I don't know if it was raw donations or stuff they sorted through, or basically there just weren't a lot of items with Goodwill tags. But here's one, a pair of American Eagle mom jeans, and these are size 00, but they're distressed mom jean, so I decided to give them a chance. Hope they'll sell this fall and make me a $15 profit. I think I can sell these. I'll probably price them at $23 and hope to get $18. An item I have to get listed pretty soon is this Eddie Bauer girls coat. It is actually reversible. I have no idea how this is gonna do, but I hope, since it's in good condition, I can get like $18 to $23 or something for it. And I do think it's a more recent style. Not much to say about that. Kids snow pants have been selling for me. I grabbed some in the bins over the summer, just 2. Gap, Baby Gap, and Columbia, and I set them aside and I listed them, and they both sold full price in a few days. It was crazy. Okay, this brand used to be a bolo for like athletic wear, and I've sold it a few times. I don't know how it does these days. BNCI. This is a Moto distressed jacket. I'm assuming, well, no, I know it's faux leather, and it has these ripped things, and on the back of the neckline some of the faux leather is peeling, so I will disclose that and hopefully sell between $20 and $30, unless this is still a sought after brand. But it just, because it has those flaws, I don't think it will do too well. I mean, this jacket probably retailed for like $150 though. As we know, retail value does not equate to resale value. This is a very, very bread and butter haul. Okay, an item I would say 95% of you would have passed on, but I grabbed because I have questionable these Paige jeans, and I don't really have luck with Paige jeans. These are the Lennox. Actually, I think men's Paige jeans do okay, but these are women's. So I grabbed them. They're size 36, which if they were like a 25, I would have left them, but they're a 36. I think they're skinny, and they do have puckering, as you can see, but I disclose and sell them, so I'm hoping to sell these for like $18 with the puckering, because when you wear them, oh, you can't even tell, your thighs stretch it out. So, however, there is more puckering on the butt, so I'm just going to disclose and hopefully take a cheap price, but hopefully them being a size 36 helps them sell. I threw this in my kids clothes brand and was like, you know what, it seems nice, let me look it up. And it looks like this brand, this is Cute by Quincy May, but I just looked up Quincy May. Looks like pieces sell between $10 and $20, which is pretty good for a kids brand. So I decided to list this myself and see how it does. It is just a rainbow baby onesie, not missing buttons. That is just how it is buttoned currently. So I hope I can get like $13 for this, since it's not new with tags and it's not a set, it's just a one-off for a baby onesie. That's pretty good. Funny on this. So again, another item that came from Goodwill but does not have a Goodwill price tag on it. I just know it came from Goodwill because of this beautiful zip tie, meaning I learned that the color, at least at some locations near me, the color they use of the zip tie indicates the price. So like one time I asked an employee to see a Coach purse, and it didn't have a price tag on it, so it had a red in like a yellow zip tie, and she pulled out the spreadsheet and went down. It was like red and yellow means $49.99. So I'm pretty sure just red means either like $9.99 or $12.99, which is usually when there's just a single one, it's one of those prices. Although I don't know if they zip tie for $10 anymore. All that being said, these were once at a Goodwill, but they no longer have a Goodwill price tag. They are Chico's size 1, which I know a lot of people who pick up Chico's stay away from smaller sizing, but I don't know, I like these pull-on pants. They're a good fall color. Hopefully I can sell them between $15 and $20. Really, this is gonna be a lot of work for not huge profits, but I like having the bread and butter stuff in my store. Another not huge profit, I'd never heard of this brand. It is Adana sleepwear. It's like a JCPenney brand. I'm pretty sure like on the tag, yeah, distributed in the US by JCPenney. I wouldn't have grabbed this if it wasn't new tags, but it is a new tag nightgown, and it is like a modest nightgown. If this was a like extra large, I think that'd be great. It's just a medium, but I still think I can sell this. I checked comps because I was curious, and it looked like they were selling for like $18 and $19, and I almost threw it back, and I was like, wait, when I sell stuff from the bins, I sell stuff around that price range all the time. Why wouldn't I grab this? It is very soft. So maybe someone will get this as a Christmas gift since it's new with tags. Another Old Navy dress, I think, I'm assuming from the same person who the other Old Navy dress was, because the size tag again is totally cut out, but you can still see that blue, and it looks like an Old Navy style, and the interior tag is cut out. Just the funny thing is that it was in a bin all the way across the store, and that's just how the bins work. There's sometimes stuff that comes in together does not end up together in the same bin. So this is just another like puff sleeve button front midi dress, and again, I'm hoping with a Google Lens search I'll be able to find out information on the dress and sell it for like $15. Another bra. This is, can you guess, Victoria's Secret pink, and it is in really good condition. I do not buy bras unless they're in really good condition or new. This is an extra large, and it's like a long line, just like a cozy bra, which is funny because the other one I got is also like an underwire free bra. Victoria's Secret bras really don't do that well anymore. I used to sell them for more, but I'm expecting like $13 on this. But again, it will be easy to list, and I'll be happy to sell it. Here is a brand that I've never sold before. It is Gilly Hicks, which is in the same family as Hollister and Abercrombie, but I don't think it was ever really as popular. I decided to give this a shot. I figure it will sell for like $15, just a lace bodysuit. Really bread and butter stuff. Pretty much none of this I'd pick up at a regular Goodwill, but I will say this is no different than the Wisconsin bins, and it's closer to my house, and this way I can get cheap inventory that sells for less, but it's cheap and people like a deal. This I would pick up at a regular Goodwill for like a couple bucks. It is Kindred Bravely, which is a maternity brand. It's not like the best one out there, but it can do well. I was happy to find this. It is a nursing, I don't know if it's a dress or a tunic. I put tunic, but it might actually supposed to be a dress. Those are like pockets, so maybe it's a tunic, maybe it's a dress. I think I can get anywhere from $20 to $30 depending on whether it's a dress or a tunic. And it's an XXL, which is great. Oh no, this is flat too. I can at least put a stitch in this and make it wearable. I mean, it is wearable as is. Oh wait, it's flat on both sides. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna disclose the flaw on this instead of fixing it because it's totally wearable and it's not gonna sell for that much anyway. So this is a Victoria's Secret flannel nightie, chemise, slip, whatever you want to call it. Here is the tag from Victoria's Secret, size large, and the flaw is on the straps. It's like pulling away, so it would be a pretty easy fix just to put a few stitches down to hold it, but since it's probably only gonna sell for like $13, even with like a fix, I'm just gonna sell it as is. We're coming down to the last few items. So I actually originally grabbed these items to take to buy, sell, trade, and I was like, you know what? There might be a market for these because I've heard people talking about how vintage modest dresses do well. This is Jane Ashley, Laura Ashley vintage dresses are a bolo, but this is not Laura Ashley. So this is a modest button front, probably like 90s dress. And I like, it has little heart embroidery. When I was buttoning up at home, I did realize a flaw, unfortunately. One of the buttons, it's like ripped, but luckily when it's buttoned up and you're wearing it, it's covered up by the button thing. So I'll disclose that and hopefully get like, I don't know, $18 for this or something, maybe even less because of the flaw. And I was more excited about this one than the other one. Here is the other one. I could still take these to buy, sell, trade, but I'm curious to see how they do. Like, is this something that I should be picking up? No idea about the brand Blue Jay. And it is got adjustable straps. It is a floral, like actually more like palm leaf print, modest denim dress. So definitely if you have dresses like this, use the keyword modest. And hopefully I can get like 25 for this. Also vintage 90s. You could probably even put Y2K. I'm sure people were still wearing this in like 2002. This is our last little pile of items. I will save the item I found last for last. How about that? This is an item I would have passed on if it was not new with tags, because it is a G-string from Cash Chic. Honestly, I'd probably pass on it from most brands, but this is a plus size brand and it has a tag retail value for $50. And this weighs nothing, so hopefully I can sell it for like $18. I would be really happy with $18 for something that weighs the same as a tissue. I actually tried these on myself, but I really hate biker shorts on myself. I wish I liked them, but I don't. These are super cute. These actually obviously were another Goodwill item. They have them priced at $6, which is pretty standard for items like this at Goodwill. It is, oh, that was the back. I mean, that was not the front. I was showing you the back. It is Offline by Aerie. This would probably be another good buy, sell, trade item if you're going to Plato's for sure, but my Crossroads and Buffalo Exchange only really buys higher end activewear brands. Like, I don't even think they really buy Athleta. They like obviously Lululemon, Aloe, Outdoor Voices, any of those ones. I don't think they'd be purchasing Offline by Aerie. So this is, oh no, this is the back. This is the front. These looked really bad on me, so I will be selling them, probably not for a lot. But I couldn't leave them and I really wanted them to look good on me. Okay, this is actually another Knox Rose piece, but it is the new Knox Rose tag, which I have never sold before, so I was like, okay, let's give it a try. And this is size extra large, so it's one of those larger ones. This is definitely less bohemian print style, yes, but print, no. It is a like puff sleeve, bell sleeve, no, more puff sleeve, maxi dress, V-neck, smocked waist. So this is, I think I checked and it's like, is it 2 years old? I didn't know they switched tags until recently. Target, if you didn't know, does have date codes. This is from Q2 2022, so it's almost 2 years old. So they've had this tag for a while now, but it just started showing up at thrift stores for me. Okay, another item I was very happy to find in one of the newer bins, but it was after like, 20, 30 minutes after everybody had left and I was still sticking around. Eloquii, one of my favorite plus size brands to sell. This is size 22. It does need some sweater shaving de-pilling. Let's see if you can see. I don't know. It just has like some pillies on it, but it smells so good. This person's perfume was amazing. I want their perfume. Or detergent, I don't know. Floral print long sleeve maxi dress. This is a great fall time maxi dress if that's what you need. So this will just get some, especially in the hem, sweater shaver will work really great on those pillies. And then I will sell it, and I think this could probably get like $35. And the very last item of the haul, it's probably one of the better items of the haul, which is saying a lot. It was from Goodwill, and Goodwill had this priced at $6.99. I would have probably picked this up half off. It is Eileen Fisher, size extra large, just green, kind of like a slinky top. Not very substantial, probably like a $20 to $25 sale. I'm just curious about the fabric content. Oh, it's silk. Actually, changes everything. It doesn't feel like silk to me. Okay, since it's silk, I think $25 to $30 now. And Scented Silk, maybe I would have paid the $7, I don't know. But I literally was standing in line at the register. I don't know if this was someone's throwback, but it was in the bottom of a bin right next to the register, so I grabbed it and I was happy. And guys, I've been filming, oh my gosh, for almost an hour. It doesn't feel like that. And guys, that is everything I picked up at the Romeoville Goodwill outlet to resell online. You may be watching this thinking, man, she didn't really get good stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna go there, but I know some people have amazing BINS hauls, but this is really like an average BINS haul for me. Not amazing, pretty much bread and butter, $15 to $20 sales, sometimes even less. So I'm just happy to have an outlet location that is closer to me, so I'm spending less gas money and time going to get the same quality of stuff. And this was the very first day, so who knows what it's gonna be like in a month or 2 months or next year. I just hope it stays open. That is all I have for you today. If you're interested in reseller content at all, feel free to subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up, and then you will be recommended more reseller content, Goodwill hauls like this one, and then we'll see you guys in another video soon. Goodbye.